Good morning, folks. I'm Tassinix, and welcome to a Saturday morning stream edition, special edition of Season 37, 5 vs. 5 Grand Arena Championship for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Week 2, Round 1. Our opponent today is Badhobby Squirrelly. I've never fought this guy. The War Machine of Bad Batch Unleashed. He tried decently hard in the old system, and roughly, he's like 800k under me, but still 11 plus million. He's still got the goods, right? All right, let's go ahead and get the compares done. Get all that on screen. Okay, and we'll kill the camera so it's not in the way. But yeah, hey, good morning, Sweens. Good morning, Sheepdog. Grats on getting into the Jabba battle. Good job, man. I mean, he's awesome. They really did a great job on him. I love how Jabba's executed in this game. All right, barely hanging on for our lives here in the top 50. 43 to rank 42. I'm 11.9, his 11.1. Wow, we actually have him pretty handy on this side, yeah? Top 80, average AP 2.93 to 2.88. Average arena rank 9 to 30, blah, 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 blah. Zeta's 270 to 243. Nice. Omicron's my 36 to his 33. Top 80 average speed, 149 to his 148. Very close there. Mod analysis. Yeah, he's got some edge on me here. Plus 25s, my 117 to his 142. 20 to 24s, my 229 to his 232. Very close. Plus 20s, 346 to his 374. 15 to 19s, 338 to his 242. Nice. Plus 15, 684 to 686. So pretty close there. As far as offenses go, holy crap. Plus 6% offense mods. This guy's got 29 to my 16. Wow. And then we're actually very close on 4%. It's like 78 to 77. Very close. Very, very nice. Very nice. Looking good, Tass. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. This is, I hope I can win this one. We really want to stay in the top 50. If I win this, it'd probably make me around like 38, 37, something like that. All right, as far as GLs go, feel free to pause the VOD here, take a screen grab, whatever you want, but I won't really cover these in depth. And then for the key characters, all the same. I'm really happy that I pushed up Malgus to like 179,000. He is something else. All right, and then we're all lined up on ships there. Nothing crazy. Hey, Matthias, appreciate the good luck. Okay, let's go ahead and do the Omega Bot report now. All right, yeah, Badhobby likes to attack straight out the gate, and indeed, he has already done his attacks on us. Mod comparison, yep, this more or less jives with our expectations. Sometimes he's on the up. Most of the time he's on the up in this section here. That's not my favorite thing. All right, Omicrons, very heavily GAC invested, yeah? All these bolds are GAC Omicrons, so... Asajj. That's an interesting one. He's got Tusken Raider, not that it helps him here. Hondo, Ben Solo, BT1. Ooh, Homicidal Counterpart. I think that's also only active in 3 vs. 3, but still. My man's invested. There's more of us. He's got the Zorii Bliss, too. Nice. Okay, squad banner efficiency. Most of his fights, the vast majority of his fights, are for 65. He likes to fight offensively. There is enough experience, though, that he has either clearing for low banners. That's what all these 50s are. So he'll definitely take a less efficient trade to one-shot something. And, he has some experience doing some cleanups here, these 29s to 43s. But not a lot. Most of his fights are 65 on offense. Pretty nasty. All right, defense. So I just pulled this just for his last week. When I'm also researching an opponent, I'll also pull an Omega Bot report for whatever weeks are available from the current season, and then also add that to the last season of the same type. So 5 vs. 5, I'll pull it for this 1 week, plus the last 5 vs. 5 season. And that just gives me a good sense of his trends for comfort, how many GLs on offense, how many on defense, stuff like that. But when I really want to get a sense on what did you do week 1, and then in general, like strong opponents, especially people up here in like the top 50, top 20, so on, these people are knowing that people are scouting them. So they're going to set something week 1 and then either dramatically change it up but keep it like the same level of strength, or they're going to set a similar level of strength, maybe even the same teams, but then add +1 power team or GL on defense, right? So so if you're doing a detailed scout and you're planning 1-for-1, you're going to be caught out by +1 super team on defense. Oh wow, your opponent, Matthias, your opponent has 59 relic 8 and 9s, and you have 10. Yep. That sounds not fun. All right, so as far as his defenses last week, we could see Traya, very respectable. That's proven. Like trio plus Savage plus your choice. There's a few good ones, few good choices, but basically trio plus Savage is super, super nasty when you have the Traya Cron as well. You know, if you have the Talon Omicron, you might put that in there. I don't know how much she actually brings to the table. I feel like I like her more with Malgus. But anyway, JMK Cat, Ray Swallow, GG. Yeah, people are doing this GG thing lately where if they have the ability block Cron on 6, something like that. Or especially if you have the Droidica level 9 Datacron. Maul Mandos, Dash Nest, Qui-Gon Jinn. Okay, and he's going to set the full bird on you. You know, this is Qui-Gon Jinn, JK, Cam, Ahsoka, GK. Malgus, Gas, Jabba, and Sana. So this is a guy who's very comfortable setting most of the house on you. What is that? 1, 2, 3 GLs, Traya, Gas, Malgus. So he's not setting all of his GLs last week, but 3 GLs plus 2 things that are overwhelmingly probable to draw a GL. That's pretty fair. Executrix, Executor, and Malevolence. Now this is amusing to me. I didn't even notice that he had set this pattern on defense, but pay attention to that for a moment later. We'll be covering that when we look at my board. Suffice it to say, though, he had a pretty good run last week. He won all 3 of his matches, and it appears that only one of his opponents even got to see his fleets. Squads by zone, so we might expect to see Maul, Mandos, Dash Nest, Malgus, Gas. So this would imply this is no GLs down bottom front, but then what's up top? You've got Sana, Staros, Qui-Gon Jinn, GG, Traya. Right, so the implication here is that whatever GLs, 2 or 3 or whatever, are all socked in the back. And indeed, JMK Cat, Ray Swallow, Jabba. All right, so that's what he did last week. On offense, yes, he wad Inquisitors on offense. Yeah, that's... Man, I've enjoyed Inquisitors on defense this season, but I'm sure there's... strong. I mean, you know, I know that it can do gas, but not all gas, and that's kind of the problem. Lord Vader makes sense. Slacker, Aphra, JML, Pop Star Killer. So yeah, saved quite a bit like that for offense last week. Negotiator, Finalizer, Profundity, and Chimera reserved for offense. So he intends to do the punch up, which is good. That's what I do. Okay, and then JMK Cat, Lord Vader Maul, and Malgus gave him a bit of trouble last week, but aside from that, quite clean until we get to fleets. We see Malevolence and an Executor had to get cleaned up. This drop twin, this yellow coloring means that it was 1 drop and then cleaned up on the second attempt. So yeah, there's a lot of that. And it looks like he had a withdraw on 1 JMK. All right. So, similar size of GP. I've got more GP, but he's got better mods. We've been up against this type of thing many times before. Sometimes, some of them we even win. All right, let's go ahead and get on screen here in game. Okay, so guys, really, really hard to not be beaming right now. Okay. Now, I have lost games where I have been in a strong position, so we will not consider this one. But who damn are we in a strong position? Let's go ahead and start bottom front where the games begin. All right. You know, I had a family function to go to about 2/3 of the way through this guy's attack, so I have banners for most of it, and the rest of it we'll just kind of have to live with, you know? All right, so against Dash Hondo, he dropped here, killed everybody but Hondo. Yeah. Cleaned it up for 41 banners on the second go, total of 45. Against Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, Talon, he got 57. JML? That's my gut feeling, is JML. All right, then we have... Ray, Swallow, Resistance Hero Finn, RJT, Holdo. So that was something that I bungled against just last round here against KP67. The reason I said it, aside from it, being a good use of resources, is that it just permitted me a couple more options as far as setting teams goes, other teams. And then we had, against the Ray, he got 65. All right, so he got that one real good. All right, Gas Rex Arc Echo 5s was 61. Probably Inquisitors. He also does CLS, though. Could be either. More likely CLS with a 61 when I stop and think about it. Okay. Backside. Man, this is a good one. All right. So in the back here, we set Qui-Gon, 61 banners there. Against JMK Cat, 60 banners. And then against Lord Vader, I believe he killed all 4 on the first go. And then the rest of this was just a shocking mashing into the grinder. I mean, we have the 20%. The droid thing wouldn't apply to him. This wouldn't apply after IPD died the first time. But the offense, the protection, the crit damage, quite significant. What does he actually look like stat-wise right now? All right. He's a bigger boy. My God, he really is big. All right, so 574, considerably fast, lots and lots of crit damage, and pushing up on 13k physical at battle start. Not bad. Not bad. I am surprised it held so firmly. Here's the thing. This could all be a ruse. This could be a ruse. If it is entirely possible that he tried to just rotate cooldowns and then save this final attempt with Geos, hoping and praying that I would see this and think that he is completely up the creek and be willing to take foolish risks and not plan on clearing the board. And then he comes in with Geos at the 11th hour and clears an extra zone on me. So there might be shenanigans at foot, at play here. He might also be totally done, but we can't afford the risk. All right. Wait. Oh, we can't talk about fleets yet. Fleets is going to be fun, but we'll cover it in a moment. We skipped top. This is where I lost most track of the banners. Sana, I don't have banners for. Assume is 65 though. The idea here is that, I just didn't have a better use for Sav when I was laying this out. And I did not expect that I will need Sav on offense. So in here you go, and this is fine. All right, Raddus, Jin, Chirrut, Baze, and K2 took out for 63. So docked a couple there. Grand Inquisitor holding it down. 62 banners. And then against Jabba, Chrysanthemum Bausch, Embo, and Boba, we tried just something a little different. I firmly believe that there isn't a Jabba comp that stands up to the Aphra Data Crown right now. And for that reason, I had no incentive to not try this. And for my trouble, he got a 64. So maybe that Boba AoE meant something, but probably not, because he wouldn't have the cooldown. Because that's what Aphra does. So yeah, this is a that is a good Lord Vader swings. Yeah. I mean, I put a lot of love in him, so I appreciate your appreciation. All right, last but not least, fleet. So we set Malevolence because didn't expect that I should need it. And if you looked at my Discord here, I explained last round that I was able to get through an Executor triple attacker where I failed to have Finalizer kill IG-88 before, the mass assist from Executor, so that's just over with. We ended up being able to kill it on the 5th attempt. We used 2 different ships just to pull cooldowns. We used Malevolence as the middle attempt, and it failed, but that's because I bungled it. But the point was that I didn't need it, because then I did another cooldown pull, and then I cleaned it up with Chimera and still got it done. I'm thinking he probably tried to do something similar. But anyway, as it turns out, he set this same fleet defense last week, and I hadn't even thought about that. I was just thinking that I didn't need Malevolence because I apparently could bungle and still clear. So on defense it goes. Profundity, nothing surprising there. And then triple attacker, man. He just got absolutely jammed here. Absolutely jammed. The 2-shot on Profundity was not pleasant because I think he only got the Y-Wing on the first go, so that was probably hairy to clean up. And then, yeah, man, Executor did the business. So we know for sure that he can't full clear. What we don't know is whether or not he's trying to deceive me, by having Lord Vader still standing there. So we will not depend on that. Hey, Trevor boy, what's going on, man? Good morning and good luck. Appreciate it, man. Good to see you. Okay, so top side, our opponent has OG Finn, Resistance Hero Finn, Resistance Hero Poe, Zorii, and Poe with a Scoundrel Crumb. Whenever Scoundrel ally falls below 100% health, they gain a bonus turn limit once per character per battle. So as long as we have her stunned or something like that when that goes down, whatever. 311% defense. That's really the key to the kingdom here. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, maybe you're thinking you're going to do Imperial Troopers here. Okay, well, I mean, you can try. Best come correct, though, because once they start to get turns, no bueno. No es bueno. And, almost 20% offense to boot. Okay, Maul, Bam, Django, Armor, and Candy. So, yeah, kind of nasty. Also, Trooperable. Oh, yeah, Dark Side Tank Revive. Oh, wait a minute. There's no... Okay. Well. Okay. Well. Okay. Whenever a Scoundrel ally falls below 100% health, they gain a bonus turn limit once per character per battle. Must be careful. We must be cautious. But this can be manipulated, actually. That means that if we wait for Bam to go into poop stance and then we immediately focus Bam, Bam's just going to fire off the birds. Like, immediately. So maybe that can be exploited here. Candorous Kron can be problematic. 98% health is really where the meat and potatoes of the problem is here. The 42% defense doesn't help us, but 98% health is it's a lot. What? I'm just curious. What are we actually looking at here on Maul? Okay, so just straight up 147,000 with 136,000 protection. So you'll notice that this guy has protection stacked through the modding here. Wow, man. I mean, it's probably very nasty under Lord Vader because all that converts to health, but whew. Yeah, so he's relying on this enormous amount of stats to be getting converted into anguish because he doesn't have a super high offense score. It's just bulk. Not that that's bad, though. I expect that makes it more resistant to troopers, which is kind of what I'm thinking about doing, so... All right, Malgus, Malik, DRBSF, HK. He's got the HK Cron. Tank Revive, okay, so not 20%. Whenever a droid ally falls below 100% health, they gain a bonus turn, so that's HK. Whenever HK uses a basic ability, HK gains protection up, 50% stacking, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, inflict fear, which can't be resisted. 8% health, 200% defense, 15% protection, 14.5% really, and 19% offense. Yeesh. Yeah, that is a huge Maul. That is a huge Maul, Cal. Your opponent had a Lord Vader team with 97% health and a JMK with 87. I believe it, man. There are people out here putting in, the sheer number of rolls required to come up with this kind of thing. I shudder at the expense. I shudder. All right. Last but not least, Slacker, Crew, Hux, Lobster, and Faust. This is with wow. When dark side allies recover 2% health whenever they critically hit an enemy. I suppose that's pretty good, defensive-wise. First time, whenever First Order allies stun an enemy, they gain speed up and offense up for 2 turns. So whenever First Order allies, so that means only the ones that are capable of inflicting stun can gain this benefit. Unfortunately, Slacker being one of them. And if Slacker is in the leader slot, then whenever First Order ally gains advantage, which will be a lot, by the way, Slacker gains 3% offense stacking until the end of the encounter. 77% health, 48% crit damage. Yeah. That is nasty, man. These crons are brutal. Brutal. All right, so that was just topside. All right. Bottom, where we get into the real meat here. So, Lord Vader without Maul. Lord Vader Royal, Thrawn, Gideon, and Shore here. What do we got? This is a set 5, so no... So, yeah, it's the prod up stacking. That makes sense. Tons of tenacity and armor. The tenacity... Who is that good against? I guess perhaps against JML, if you were so inclined. Because I'm sure JML would work just fine against Lord Vader now. Now that set 4 is gone. Okay, now JMK, Mace, Cat, Padme, R2. So a couple interesting points here. Mace, let's see if he's modded to be weakest. He's in health modding, so almost certainly not. Yeah. Okay, so he's thick modded. So odds are, if I had to guess, it's going to be like R2 that's going to be weakest. So R2 is going to be getting called to assist. That is stun. That is not ability block. So it's not very threatening to Sith Eternal. Furthermore, there's no Ahsoka here. And Ahsoka would be assisting whenever a Galactic Republic ally uses a special ability, and then the weakest ally would be called to assist whenever someone's assisting. And so ideally that would be Mace, but that won't be happening here. So this team offers very little threat to Sith Eternal, I think. Furthermore, this is bonus turn on 6, not permakill. That's kind of interesting to think about, actually. 52.5% crit damage, 9% protection, almost 24% offense, and 25% health. Great cron, stat-wise. All right, Rey, RJT, Zorii, IPD, and Ben. So, yeah, the IPD thing's always a force to be reckoned with, but the important thing to remember here is, you know how you have to have Rey under half to kill Ben, and Ben has to be gone for Rey to die. That is fueled by this here unique. And if all allies were light side at the start of battle, then all of this neat stuff happens, right? Blah, 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 blah. If the enemy impedes a turn, blah, 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 blah. So this part still happens, okay? This part still happens. Yeah, he'll still revive, so that's still a thing. But this part where you have to focus and get him dead before you go after Rey, nah, you don't have to do that. Not all allies were light side at battle start. All right, Jabba, Kersantin, Bausch, Gammon, Embo. So nothing too crazy there. What do we got? You got the tenacity up and potency up. Wow. So yeah, they gain tenacity up and potency up. This could actually maybe be nasty for Aphra. Maybe. Retribution and yeah, health and tenacity. But usually, you know, we've been getting around that just fine. That's what the HK's for, with tenacity down. Okay, so we have to stretch a bit, right? If you're doing the math, I think I've got 3 GLs. Jabba up top, Rey down bottom, 2 in the back. Yeah. Yeah, 3 GLs. Aphra. We can split JML and JKR. It's going to be something. Hey, Corkeos, appreciate the good luck. Thank you. All right. Well, let's get into this here now. So, what is utmostly important is we're able to clear top and get to fleet and clear fleet. If we have any kind of struggles, if we have any really bad plays here doing these fights down bottom, well, first, if I don't clear the zone, I guess I lose right there, right? Well, yeah, I mean, he only cleared 2 zones. I mean, if I can only clear 2 zones, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll have to sweat this out. So against the Slacker team, what I have budgeted is JKR, JKL, Bastila, Hoda, and Armor. I haven't personally attempted this, but the key to it here is exploiting Slacker's AI. You would think that instinctively you would want to... well, don't let me get ahead of myself. Slacker's going to stab JKR. Kill him. All right? That resets his turn. You swap over to JKL. You stun. This allows your... you have a swipe that comes from Slacker next, but that shouldn't be enough to one-shot your armor. Armor gets one turn. You put the 3 stacks not on JKL, but on JKR, because from this moment forward, Slacker is going to super focus JKR. He's hardwired to go right after him. And apparently, if, with 3 stacks of Beskar, he's immune to critical strike, which means that now, while you have all 5 team members alive, now 20% of your team doesn't generate, ultimate charge for Slacker. And then you've got Foresight from Hoda. You can, stun people with Basila. You can get another stun on JKL. The point is that you're able to control the fight such that Slacker doesn't get much in the way of ultimate charge. Ideally, he would get like 1 ult off with 1 charge and then probably close it out. I've also been informed that this concept works really only against this double tank variant. If they had First Order Officer in instead of crew, for example, then that opens you up to Slacker does stab, your First Order Officer's modded to be faster, he does swipe, then Hux resets Slacker, he does swipe, probably a lot of people are dead, and Slacker has a whole bunch of ultimate charge regardless. So this JKR thing is what I'm planning to do here for Slacker. That means that I have to do JML without JKL, JKR. Now, normally, and credit to my alliance mates here in Maw, because I was lamenting how I really don't think it was possible to go after JMK Cat without having JKR at the very least with your JML, probably JKR and JKL. But then it was pointed out to me, that as long as I bring something like Shakti or Plo, something with a Dispel on basic, it would be a pretty trivial matter to get around the taunt on Mace and then just go after her. So I was thinking about doing Sith Eternal here because it is pretty Sith Eternal-able. We do not have reason to suspect that JML is in the back. He had a very GL tucked in the back defense last week. He's flipped the script entirely here for this match, right? So we don't have reason to expect it because how on earth did he make it that far into the wall with 5 GLs on defense, right? So he had to have kept a little bit of something. I'm expecting JML and C to have both been saved for offense. So one of the teams in the back is Super Qui-Gon, and then it's another couple of decent threats. As long as we don't have to burn too many teams getting through this wall, we shouldn't have to sweat it too hard. Let's go ahead and do a straightforward fight off the rip. Let's see here. I want to put in the murder droids first. Just preference. No particular reason. Don't read into it. I have 2 of these this week. That's true. Which one is the nasty one? This is the nasty one. The 25% added offense. Yes, this has all the goods. Okay. Just want to let you guys know here. I love IG-86 as a character. I'm working on him. I want him to be used with Aphra going forward. I think he's got a future in this team after the Afracron. After the Afracron is gone. I think this is going to be a super fun character in this team. I think he's finally got a home. I'm very excited for him. All right, let's go ahead and get moving here. Dear God, that's a lot of extra offense. Yeah, it amounts to a lot. Let's see what PT1 actually looks like here. Just for giggles. Okay, he's a bigger boy. Yeah, right, like a steady 13.2k at 80% crit chance. It's not a problem, is it? You like that, Ranzelis? You like the IG-86? I appreciate that, man. I mean, like, I know they had a Kron come out, like, with him named in it, but this guy is, like, born for this team. crit chance for each living droid ally, and he has just an extra 20% crit damage besides. His special on a two-round cooldown, two-turn cooldown. Deal physical damage and call a random ally to assist. If the assisting ally is a droid, there's 75% chance of that happening. Both attackers have an additional 75% crit damage. God forbid this guy calls BT1. And then this, just has a really decent chance of getting a critical hit. So he's got all this crit damage. The trick here would be just a jacked freaking fast crit damage set. If you couldn't swing it, you could make do with a fast speed set and a crit damage triangle, right? Offense, cross, preferably probably protection under Aphra for most survivability, and then of course a speed arrow. But yeah, I mean, push up the offense. The crit chance is mostly there. Like he's got like 80% crit chance baked in. This character is gonna slap. He gon' slap. You're a sick man. You and H will have a matching pair of 86s. I ain't relic 9ing my Edge 86, brother. That ain't on the menu. Appreciate the thought, but that ain't on the menu. All right, away we go. Yeah, the IG86 is so good. In that way, this current iteration of the team, I think, is just fine. Summon the bot. Don't be a dum-dum like me. And forget to summon the bot first. All right, we got the 10 down on everybody. Nobody get to resist the 10 down. Ha. Do this. Okay, thank you. We appreciate you. Oh, we don't have sound on. That's no fun. Why didn't y'all tell me? What do you guys even do here? Okay. Oh, this is going to hurt. Boom, boom. So there goes Bausch. No need to focus. Meow. Wasn't as explosive as I would have liked, but it was still pretty good. Okay, where are we at with this? Let's have that torture. Boy, it took a while for him to get that turn. What happened with you? Did you get ability blocked or something? I wonder. More doubt. Cha-chonk. Why, hello there. Get doinked. Now HK has that offense up from basic. I do like HK in this team too, man. He's pretty good. I think I like HK here permanently and probably 86. I think 88 can go in with a Zorii team, even a GG team. The future is kind of looking bright for GG, don't you think? Man. All right, so 64 off the rip. Very good. Mark it green. All right. Yeah, well, yeah, Sweens. I mean, this if it looked like it was easy, that's because it was. That was not a difficult thing to pull off. I just unlocked Aphra. Can't wait to use her for this next week. You're going to love it, man. You're going to love it. She's very, very strong. The key to the kingdom, obviously having her modded and set up right with like full potency and everything, and as much potency as you can stack, right? With offense as the next most important stat, then probably protection, because she benefits from both protection and offense, so probably protection. But like, making her huge, that's why I took her to Relic 9, so that she's more resistant to burst strategies like CLS. But having her set up is one thing, but having your murder droids set up is the key. Those things are nuts. They're nuts, man. And they're fun. Let's see here. Can Aphra win against Jabba without the Datacron? So, I don't know. I mean, what makes it such a shutout is the fact that every time another droid is taking a turn, and that's why we only run with all, droid allies. Every time they're taking a turn, Aphra gets a bonus turn. So that means she's able to continuously cycle back to inflicting doubt and setting cooldowns back. Without that, I think probably not. But there would be a variety of other GL matchups that I think she could handle. It just happens to be the best answer right now if you have that Datacron for Jabba. Of any type. I don't think there's a comp that's resistant to it. Okay, what are we going to do here? So this one, there can only be one right answer for this that I have assigned anyway. So Fennec, Bosk, Mando should go here. Grief, and we want Bam. Technically speaking, you could run with Zam. How fast is fast? Let's ask ourselves, how fast is fast? Okay, you are 405 under Gideon. 405 is not faster than these bounty hunters natively. You are 372. You are not faster. All right. So the threat here from this team is twofold. First, we do need to get rid of Gideon because once Gideon takes his first turn, we have minus 50% offense. Upside here is that is Gideon's Relic 5, so can't be the absolute thickest in the world, but the other part of this is Thrawn can fracture, and there are circumstances, if he has a debuffed ally, which I think we'll definitely try to make use of, if he has a debuffed ally, then he's going to try and do the turn meter swap to cleanse it. So that means that we would forestall the fracture. I don't particularly want any of these guys to get fractured, but there are worse options, so we'll see what happens. Bounty Hunter wise, what are we looking for? We need time on our side. If they've not taken damage since their last turn, fat chance of that. Offense up. This is the, again, if they've not taken damage, that's no good to us. This is the damage immunity one. This is the one we'll probably use. This one's got the building offense, so I guess if and or when boss dies, hopefully ahead of Fennec, Fennec will be all the stronger. Some potency is okay. I don't really care about that. The health steal will be nice. The protection will be useful. It isn't the most offensively oriented Kron. Whenever they stun an enemy, there's only one stun, and it would be for our tank. The stats are quite nice, offense-wise, but I feel like the damage immunity will be quite useful to us, so we're going to throw that on. Okay, so the operation is kill Gideon, then Thrawn. We're going to try and just snipe out Royal, pound through shore, and get to stepping on Vader. Yeah, good luck, Jabba. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna need it. I haven't done this one in a minute, so. Bosk, Mando, Grief, Bam. Yeah. All right. Double and triple checking myself before I hit go on this, man, because there's not a lot of room for error today on these streets. Okay, crush, yeah. Okay, it's not very nice. Okay, that's not really a good outcome. I don't think anybody would call that a good outcome. Here's the thing. We haven't had... I really don't want him to die. So what I know that you're generally trying to cleanse Fennec, but Fennec's DI hasn't been popped yet. So we're going to take advantage of that. We wouldn't be able to catch him up, so we can't snipe. We don't have an incentive to do anything but the mass assist right here. Okay, so the marked is down. Marked is actually going to charge them, but it isn't going to bring up Maul or Mando. He can't gain bonus turn meter. Not a lot of incentive to do this. Let's try it. More damage is better than less damage, but let's not dawdle and think too long. You, over there, check out that noise. So it would be really cool to get rid of him, but this has to go. You have to go. Yeah, that's going to be tough, man, because we just get our turn meter ripped. Now he's got that. I don't know, man. I don't like it. Pull him up. Yeah, alright. And you're still fractured. People are all doing their specials, so Mando is just hard locked. This is a real pain now, because now I have incentive to just lay this down, because we actually have to get through this when we finally get the chance. We have to hang loose here. I don't feel like we can poop stance. Mando getting locked is literally the worst outcome, I think. Getting stuck hitting somebody who could stun us would be bad, so let's just go ahead and cleanse you while we're in the mood to get hoed out here. Mando's still never gotten a turn, by the way. Just thought you should know. Small fact. Okay. Yes. Appreciate you. Grief, you got a dispel for me? Do we got a catch up? We got a catch up, and we got one of these. Sniping season. Okay. You go bye-bye. Okay. Okay. We've really got to put that one down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really going to need your help on that, Grief. Yeah, okay, so the Grand Crush is on its way in. We have to save our Dispel to catch us up. Oof, that's all she wrote, actually. So even though her DI was never triggered the whole fight. Is there anything we might do? I guess with that one down, there is... Well, see, now that we have days on us, days applied perfectly. Yeah, right into that. Can't do much about that. Cooldown draw of some kind? Alright, there was the reset. And there's his armor shred, so that's somewhat nice. Pull Fracture? This is going to be a basic, then Fracture. Maybe pull Fracture? I know that I wouldn't like to deal with that. Let's see here. Okay. That was a basic that he just did. So you're just going to clobber him, which means that Thrawn is going to have a fracture pretty soon. I think we time it out here. Because if Thrawn is going to fracture, well, what's going to happen? Where's Lord Vader's cooldown here? Yikes, killed Fennec before DI even triggered. Yeah, exactly. I mean, what was super duper unfortunate was Mandalorian getting fractured off the rip. So, yeah. You know what I think? This might have gone better had I just tried to be ahead of everything with Zam. Zam would have had me faster than Gideon and Thrawn. So there is that. Okay. So let's mark this one up. Comment. One drop. Thrawn fractured Mando, and after LV's first ult, he one-shot Fennec from 100% to 0. To 0, yep, there we go. Without triggering DI. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I should add the note. If I had brought Zam instead of Bam, could have been ahead of both Gideon and Thrawn. Perhaps could have killed Gideon early. So, yeah, if I had to do it all again, I probably would have brought Zam. But, you know, bringing Bam along with Fennec is generally good policy. And, I mean, had he chunked her, had he not just one-shot Fennec and she survived even with the smidgen, I would have been very much rewarded for having brought Bam. So, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Because my boss would have been 421, and my grief would have been 420, both of which are faster than Gideon, who was the fastest after LV. Okay, so JMK, we have to do some kind of JML thing. I think Troopers ends up getting used here somehow, so that's going to be interesting. Star Killer we do here. This really makes me want to go do that JKR, JKL fight up top and see what I'm looking at, problems-wise. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight. Oh, you know, there might be a Hux path through this. Something like Hux. They get bonus turn, right? Bonus turn, yeah, that's not turn meter. So that wouldn't be preventable by Hux. But I would be able to cut off turn meter, but they don't have turn meter. They have tank revive. Oh well, I'm sure there's a way around this that we can figure out. Probably something messy, because the point is just to clear. So, yeah, this is the other hardest fight. Alright, let's do this. JKR, JKL, Bastila, Hoda, and Mandalorian. Grab armor. Crit damage would be favorable. Crit damage and offense. That's a bunch of stuff. That's a bunch of stuff. How about this? What do we got here? So it's only a little bit of offense here. 27, almost 27% crit damage. Yeah, all right. Well, what about an offense sword instead? Just curious. 9%. Okay, so the big gains that we're going to have to make here are just from critical damage then. Critical damage, however, we can't crit people that have advantage, right? So there is something to just trying to mash through them, but this ain't it, man. Offense without crit damage? That doesn't seem right. 3% offense for 12? I don't know about all that, friends. Let's just sort back by crit damage and go with something big. So this one, I have used this before with First Order. Probably not the worst idea to keep it loose. This one I've used with Wampa. I don't have to do that this round. I saved the other Kron that I like to use, the Aura Kron, for that. This has a lot of crit damage. The health is more or less insignificant. I think this still works anyway. Was there one big, see, 18% protection and health steal, so, I mean, the health steal is actually quite nice. And then potency here, that doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I mean, it's a little something. Armor is pretty dope. This Kron would almost universally be unused anywhere else. The armor would be helpful. My only concern is whether or not, if we go with this and have this high armor, there's a chance that, I wonder if JKR doesn't get instant pop by the stab. Because if that happens, then we have a real problem. Because we need that to not happen. I think we want to go squishy. JKR is, I think, health primaried on the circle, so this shouldn't do a lot for him. I guess we can live with this. Hey, TJ, how's it going? Well, we did get a little unlucky, I would say, doing Bounty Hunters against Lord Vader. But I also think that I could have managed it differently if I brought Zam instead of Bam. Because if I had Zam, I would have been able to be faster than both Gideon and Thrawn on the first turn. So it's only really good for that first turn. If we can kill Gideon before Gideon takes a turn, it would be worth it. If not, then pretty much after that, universally, Bam would probably be better to have. Anyway, you can go back and check the VOD. Oh, you got brooded, TJ? I'm sorry to hear that, man. All right. Yeah, I'm just sweating out here how we're doing this, so I think we're going to run with this one. I can use that other Kron with First Order. Okay, so Yeah, the objective would be to focus down Hux and then kill Lobster when we can. And away we go. Phone-throwingly bad, but Kevin Hart killed it, so I'll take it. All right. Yeah, that's right. I remember you said you were going to go see that with the missus. Glad you all had a good time. All right, so yeah, swap to this. Stun like so. I believe we do this to you first. Do believe that's how it go. This is the magic one, and we put it on him. I know it seems crazy. I know. But here we are. Okay, and now you die. Yes, please. If you would kindly. Okay? He gets the pushback, and folks are going to start having health problems. Yep. That is part of it, I'm afraid. Let's see here. We do this to hasten you, I suppose. I don't think this will kill you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Not being able to kill him is pretty nice. Okay, do we get to knock you right out, or do we have problems? Okay, well, we're having less problems than I had hoped for. So that was a stab. The stab's actually coming in again, right? So, got plenty of incentive to save whatchamacallit. We'll go ahead and apply this here while we're all in the neighborhood. No reason for you to be allowed to live. So there's the stab there. Crit immunity's pretty ridiculous. Oh, that was a call. That was a call, actually. We don't like those. Oh, man, you need to stop that shit, friendo, my endo. So here's the thing. We're going to deny him 2 charges and at least top off, I guess. Looks like the turn meter favors him. If I push turn meter, I think it might just be better to do this. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that I'm right. Okay. So he does get a charge of ultimate. This is true. But we are going to be ahead of him turn-wise. That's pretty nice. And then we get to do a mark call. Yeah? Yeah, it's okay. And then he does this. It hurts people. Okay, it does hurt people. It does. If you would kindly. Please just survive. Okay, so makes a lot of sense to... Ooh, man, we might want to do this just to give the extra bit of protection back to JKL. Even though it does burn us on another call here when he comes out. But I'm going to take the gamble and hope that my JKL survives. Okay, he's out. More stabs. Man, he's just so brutal, though. Big chunky hit into this. Into this. Ole! 54. It was hideous. First time doing it. Gruesome. But it worked. Aha! Hands glistening. Alright. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks, Sweens, Jabba, Matthias. Appreciate it. Alright. So, the good news is that that's done. Now, we do have C. You do have JML. I mean, my gut really tells me that... man. So I could see the Malgus and JML... the JMK. If we JML the JMK, I think we're fine. If we JML the Malgus, we open ourselves up to problems. Potential problems. It's not the 20%. So that's the thing. without the 20%, you don't have to worry about DR being the weakest and coming out ahead of you, or having Sass in there and pulling up turn meter on DR and having him go out ahead of you. So JML would be able to act, and yeah, I think we'd probably do all right. And C would be reasonably safe here, but I don't know. Oh, that's a good point. We can, yeah, I think we're going to do JML here. Because I can just do C Watt. Yeah. Yeah. I can just do C Watt up top. So JMK, all right, Galactic Republic. Let's see what we got. No, I'm not doing Galactic Republic. I'm doing Jedi. So JML, Grandmaster, Shock, Zaris, Jolie. Purely support-based, but we're compensating for a lack of proper damage by having 40% added protection here. Bunch of stats, and hopefully, we're able to abuse Shock T and get around Mace and destroy Cat. If this doesn't work, we have a problem. Remember to trick Beskar on JKR, BB, Patron. You might have been late. There might be a delay on your end, but yeah, right. Doing the Beskar on JKR is the key. You would think JKL. That's intuitively that's what you think you would do, but no, it's not what you're supposed to do. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you're in the back, so we're gonna do the push. The push. Yeah, the push is fine. Then we'd set you back. Well, that's true. That's true. We don't want him to go at all. That is true. All right, let's see what happens here. We don't want to have stealth go out. Okay, I see you. Okay, I see you. Okay, DI is out and about. So yeah, we'll start with the coinage. Get rid of this taunt straight out the gate. So we've already got, yeah, geez, wow. Okay, well, you're still blocked. Might as well just hit you then. Right? I feel like that's probably the right attitude. Because until she goes, it's really no concern to me. I feel like calling you is a good choice. Okay, so now they get to ignore taunts and whatnot. Which is not great. I freely admit this. Okay. We got to get to ult ourselves. This guy we do want to try and set back. I don't really want him stealthing people. Let's have you do this, then you do this, and now we should be nearly free anyway. Okay, 3.5 minutes to go. They're first on ultimate. That's no fun. And you better lay off on that, man. Again, it would be super great in my book to get anything remotely resembling a turn. Maybe this is greedy. But, you know, them getting all of the turns is somewhat problematic. What are we looking at here, cooldown-wise? Let's just push for now and see where the road takes us. Wow, just, man. The road ain't taking us far, is what we're learning here. The road is not taking us very far. If we don't heal here, she dies, and I would much rather her not be dead at this juncture. So you're just set back eternally, cosmically. Yeah, just probably call him. Yeah, there's the stealth we were worried about all this time. We want to basic here because I need... Yeah, I need this. We'll do this. Boy, are we in some kind of trouble. Lord, are we in trouble. We can't push him back there even if we tried. Just trying to do a little damage here seems not terrible. Question is when do we... Man, that is so rough. That is so rough. Come on, old boy. Let's have it. Back in the business. Okay, you super de-duper need a turn right now. Yeah, we don't get to gain the turn meter from the coin because of JMK, but I just wanted him to gain it from his basic. Come on, man. You are killing me with that shit, bro. Okay. Minute and a half. Not a nick in him. I mean, that ain't gonna do much. Got a minute. I'm probably gonna have to withdraw here. So we'd have to use something else to trick our way through Malgus. That's gonna be messy. A messy bit of work. So if I have to see this, that sucks. Yeah, man. We are so up the creek here. It is crazy. Yeah, goodbye, old girl. We missed you. You done good for us while you could. Man. Yeah, the quick ults are nasty. The size of these hits. And none of them crits at that. Okay. I mean, go. You got 30 seconds. Impress me. Kill cat? No. Nope. 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 None of that now. I mean, yeah, there's no reason not to withdraw then. So trying this was no good. That complicates matters. But we need to use C here, so... How are we going to get through Malgus then? I don't know, man. It's going to involve some shenanigans, I think, but I think there is a way. All right, let's do this one. Well, first we need to comment up that drop. So comment one drop. Lacking strong damage dealers ourselves and paired with JMK's rotation of short ult plus his third ability meant that Cat never dropped below green health over the entire fight. So that's pretty much what we say about that. Well, gotta try things to learn things. Now we do have Slacker, but Slacker is... yeah. Alright, let's do Starkiller here. Let's see what we end up having a problem with on this one. We forgot to grab Visas. And, yeah, old Ben. Okay, now crit damage-wise. We do have a pretty strong Kron that we typically use with them. 59. The armor here would probably not matter a ton. The whirlwind is physical damage. It's massive, though. 52%. This is the 15% term meter. This is so is this one though. Potency is good. Potency is very good. We can make lots of use of that. So I think this one will do. It also has a good chunk of health steal. We'll make use of that one. Yeah, those quick ults are tough, man. Yeah, those quick ults are tough. And you would think that, well, I mean, without JKL to really stall it out, yeah, man. So that's interesting, right? That means that I think that we'll check the modding on the R2. My suspicion is that the R2 is modded pretty damn fast. Because that would be the threat condition. All right, let's see here. We want to try and just blow up Rey immediately. So here we go in that regard. Yes. So the trick is we're trying to kill Rey before we deal with IPD. You're trying to kill Rey, then everyone else, then IPD at the last. Okay, here we go. Okay. We do this and then stuff would land better. Yeah. You'll deflect that. That's fair. And now you do this. We can purge all this off of you, but that exposes us to risk of triggering IPD. Yeah, let's just do this instead. My instinct is just to go after her. Inflict debuffs. Get the turn. We would want to trigger all this and... Okay. Go. Dance. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. A lot of not good things. Okay. Defense pen is good. More of that is not good. Push back, if you would kindly. Appreciate you. While we're in the neighborhood, work on you. Since, what's her name? I don't think we can get rid of this, right? Yeah, not while... No. Not while that is happening. We can easily afford to do this. Okay, so now IPD is actually triggered. We might have some trouble ahead of us. Yeah, so she's going right out of damage immunity and into, and we're gonna have a problem. All right, IPD's at least full, so that's good. Can't do any more AoEs now. Oh yeah, we have got to be so careful. Okay, this all has to go. Very quick-like. Okay, that's gone. More inspiration. Let's get rid of it. We're popped, so that's good. The thing is that that basic's gonna cleave, and then yeah. So I think we want to just do this here. Because what's really paramount is that we don't... I should probably get that last stack of inspiration off of you. Do this, be taunting. Get this off. Okay, no call. That's alright. Come on, Rey. I need you to do stuff. Please go. Again, we're going to do this. No AoEs today. Thank you kindly. Okay, he took his turn at last. Okay, this is it. We have got to dance. Yeah. Cha-chonk. Chonk. Okay. You. Chonk. Boom. Okay. Okay. You go like this. Yeah, I believe that with you. Your bullshit. Yeah, right. Yes, he'll be coming back all the time because of that. Let's do this. Get this done. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Oh, you see, you got Ray, or you got Ben bugged in the back there. So that's fun. Do this. Let's get the offense up. You have got to die. And then maybe we can just time it out there. Oh, I blundered that so bad. But again, I'm just not accustomed to this fight. Ooh, I don't think we get to pop off. Yeah, man, that's going to be real rough. 26. Let's see what you can do. Let's see what you can do. Man, that's rough. That is rough. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, so what do we get for our trouble here? IPD's down and out of the way, and Ray is vulnerable. But with IPD gone, now the thing's active, so I don't know that we clear. We might be done here. So that was just a blunder on my part. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Let's see if we can clear top, though. We can do Slacker here, do C down bottom, something else. So Slacker dock a zombie here, I guess. Unless there's something else to get through this, but I don't think so. Sith Trio, maybe? With DR? Not likely. I don't really see that happening. The trick would be to get people under health. So what does that look like? Malgus... There might be a way. There might be a way. Let's see what we can look up. Well, I think we've lost the fight just on the basis that we're probably not going to get through that Ray. That was a dum-dum. Pulling the ship down before IPD was the last one was the bad call. Very hard for us to do that on time, though. And we also spent a couple turns stacking the mastery on Zorii, which does get the evasion up. Okay, good lessons. Good lessons. Good lessons learned. All right, we need to look up about this Traya thing, though. I have a suspicion. Maybe we can Traya something. Traya. 66% win rate. What's the dependency? 100% win rate when you have a pre-taunt. Pre-taunt. Okay, why don't we give this a shot? Traya, Scion, Nihilus. I don't think I've assigned Trio to anything else yet, so this may do. Sith. We grab you. You. And who else? Sass, maybe? With a 20%? We'd be able to go on out ahead of them. There might be something to that. A 20%, if you please. Now, a tank revive might be nice. But what would 20% actually get me in terms of my fastest ones? The goal would be ideally to cooldown reduce. I don't know that we want to do that. Because the whole goal would be to kill the one that we want when we want. We'd want to isolate Malik so that we don't have to hit him, and then we don't lose turns to fear. Okay. I can see why Talon would be good, but if we take Tank Revive, it gives us quite a bit. We have this, it's massively defensive. Some protection. Health would be better. This would be better for this purpose, then. Lots of protection and health. So this is an endurance fight. We'll play it that way, then. They get to go first, but we have Annihilation on our side. sass will not be feared, but is it valuable for her to not be feared? Maybe it's better to bring something like Sidious instead. Somebody who can deal healing immunity. But healing immunity is something he's immune to, but you are not. But we're not really worried about that either way. Probably then Marauder. That's kind of my guess. That's kind of my instinct. Okay, so we have to shift the plan. Traya, Scion, Nihilus. Man, there might be a path through the bottom, but it's not going to be easy. Traya, Scion, Nihilus. Traya, Scion, Nihilus. Set Sith Marauder. Okay. Let's give this a go. Let's take some more risks. We might already be in the tank, so let's find out what happens. Many, many, many turns later. Infinity turns later. Yes. Now, I want to believe in a world where I will probably get a turn before the end of the match, but it ain't coming soon. Alright, sweep all this. Alright. Alright. I can dig it. Who can't? Let's get you. You'd be great to have gone, in the general sense. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The doubt thing's going to be probably an issue. Because I remember this being an issue in the past, I think. We're going to lose a turn here on Fear, most likely. Nope, we didn't crit. Lucky us. Okay, there's your 10 down into this. Wow. Well, I'll say this much. We are durable. I'm actually just going to go ahead and basic here, not risk potentially fearing myself for any reason. Oof, Marauder. I believed in you. Oh well. I'd say you more than served your purpose, but thank you kindly. Yep, we'll go ahead and basic right there, since we're in the neighborhood. Okay. How about it, Scion? How about it, buddy? You and I have been waiting for this. All right. That there's a good one. No more shenanigans from you. There's a path through this now. There might be a path through Rey now. A gruesome, hideous, ugly path. But a path nonetheless. Okay, I see you. Punishing my friends. It's not very nice. Yes, it would be cool to do an isolate before the end of time, but no one asked me. Yes, let's stack up while we're all in the neighborhood. Okay. All very unkind, my friend. How about that turn before the end of the next cosmic reality? Like, come on, man. We're just getting chain reset out here, though. It's bad. We don't need to do this. We'll just basic here. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're just basicing here, because we can't do anything else, so that's fine. I'm waiting for the chance to isolate this guy, but it ain't coming, because we don't have any taunt up anymore. The magic is gone. The magic is faded. The day the music died. We keep getting Stone Aged. -1. Yeah, see. The good news is all of Malik's stuff dies with Malik being dead, or Malgus being dead, rather. So, can we cycle around? And maybe, okay. Man, I mean, I would absolutely love to kill you. I mean, it would mean a lot to me. Yeah. In the meantime, meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, I swear to God, Traya's last turn was in like 1926. Fear, into fear, into fear, into fear, into fear, haha! Tactics. Fear, into fear, aha! That was actually a pretty savagely large hit from Traya. just for a basic. I'm cool with that. Too bad it's already fading off, but yeah. We are going to die here. Man, does she hit so hard. You know what? Y'all can just have it. Y'all just have it. See if you can't kill Malik in the time that you got left. Thrill me, but we'll see what happens. Try and catch the fight right after a fear, if we can. Yeah, nobody was going to die from that, so I'm okay with it. Okay, Darth Revan's coming up on fear. There's fear. Do we have a turn? No, it looks like it's another good loop there. Does he get to, like, fully loop again in the time he's got? Let's hope so. Come on now. Don't start giving me turns here at the finish line, assholes. Okay. Okay. 2. So I think he's going to start with fear immediately. So we should do another cooldown pull. I'm not worried about banners. We are worried about clearing. Maul, Bam, Jango, Arm Candy. Maul, Bam, Jango, Arm Candy. Maul, Bam, Jango, Arm Candy. Maul. Arm. Where's armor? So there is no health restore. Armor. CLS is a 50%. Troopers is poor. Jawas for Maul? Sweens, it was real. It was bad. It was real bad. It's true. It's true. Let's see. Tass is being interfered. Good one, Striker. Jawas for Maul? I mean, as long as we would be able to clean it up, that'd be cool. Question is... See, we've already used Zera, so how long can they really last? They're just going to get exploded. The question is, can we just beat them out with something else? They don't have a 20% turn meter, so does not the possibility exist? Well, see, the thing is if we try to Mon Mothma it, then we does get to do the reset. That's going to be bad. It's going to cost us. So I don't think we can do that there. CLS being a 50% win rate is kind of interesting. But, so I'm thinking I'm going to Iden it. Iden will need crit damage. Death. What is it? I don't know how integral that is to the counter. I mean, I guess you would probably say it's fairly necessary. You'd have range. You wouldn't have a cleanse of any kind. So we would want to do a cooldown pull for Lord Vader as well. But then... you get magma. Range, it's a shame, because ideally we would have range with... we would have range with Veers when we go against Lord Vader, but we'll compensate for that by bringing Gideon, I think. Okay, so if we do that, what happens then? What's the last member of the team? Should be Stormtrooper. Okay, crit damage. Padme lead Jawas. Well, that is very inexpensive. It might be worth trying. It does have the advantage of being very inexpensive. Okay, you bring these. Ideally, we would have health. This is health and crit damage. This may yet be used elsewhere. This cron is rare. Retribution, First Order. We may wish to save that for use with Hux. So that's good to know. We don't have another bounty hunter team to rely on. We've already consumed that. This one would probably not be missed. The healing immunity we don't depend on. This would be waste, so I think this one's pretty good. Let's take this one. Hey, Nick, what's going on, Dark Nick? What's going on, man? Good to see you. We're just sweating it out here, out here in the sweat lodge. It is crazy, so we'll see what happens. Let's try it because why not at this point? If we die, we die. Oh man, what a messy day today is, though. Okay. Well, that can't be good. Okay. Okay. It can't be good, but can't be all that bad either. How you doing, bro? You gonna die or nah? Or are you? I mean, what's really important is that you die. So, okay. Okay. Hey, this might do something. Doink. I was right. It did something. How about this? Into this. Hey, you stop that now? Damn it. You knock that the hell off. Okay. Something. Let's heal. Hey, you know what? Slick call. Maul. So, Padme Jawas. So, Padme, really good call. Good, man. Shout out to Stryker on that one. That was a good choice because it does save me Iden. I'm sure I won't regret having her later. So Padme, Nebit, Jawa S, Jawa E, and then Jawa for 56. Gruesome. But the work is done. Still have Slacker, still have C. There's a conceivable path through everything. Now, what do we do with this horse shit? They're leaderless. Do we just... no, because that'll split. Okay. How do we handle this? How do we clean this up? This is going to be an interesting puzzle. Well, with Malik there, we know that we can't do Wampa to try and clean it. I don't think I'd want to do GG. I have a feeling this is still going to be somewhat costly to get through. Maybe Night Sisters. Maybe. Finn will still come back to. Okay, so there is... see? Look at this. See, guys? I knew it. See? He was waiting to do that. He knew he had something left to clear that. So there you go. So let's see now. Yeah, the Ray is going to be very challenging. The JMK. So let's think about this. We have any number of means to go through on this one. What we would be wanting is to catch Crush and Kick. Crush and Fracture, rather. 3 targets is probably good. Don't need them all to be super weak. One of them, but if we make him gear 12, it'll probably last too long. Just you 3 then. Let's go. Next fight. Let's push this. Did you put Swallow... can't recall, did I put Swallow down in my Ray team? Yes, I did. Okay, so that was a middle. Okay, basic. There's your Crush and Kick. Right off the rip. Okay, So the bad news is that Gideon is kind of out there with the turn meter rip, I want to say. Right? Or did he just do that? I think he might have just done that. Okay, so regardless, this would be Imperial Trooper time. Right? So, Veers, Dark, Piet. I think we do want range here for maximum opportunity. So the rub is that if for any reason Lord Vader gets around to another crush, we are in the Bantha Poodoo. We are in the Poodoo, officially. Poodoo. Iden would be our safety blanket against a crush. But that's all. Fracture is there. So it's like Gideon goes here or Iden goes here. If Gideon goes here, we get to have another mass assist call. Ours will not be faster than his, though. Boy, is it going to be something of a race to get through shore, yeah? So if we have a bad fracture, we are kind of up the creek. But fracture just went out. So fracture and crush are both out. Is this the moment to pull the trigger on this? Take Chirrut like days of old. Chirrut's on defense, but not a terrible idea, Charles. It's basically like, yeah, Moff Gideon or Iden that gets brought here. But if we bring Iden, then we terminate that team. And we may well need it. So I don't think we can take the risk at this juncture. If you mass with Gideon, LV will outrun you. That's fair. We could cause ourselves to be lapped. You ain't lying. So maybe Stark then. And of course we'd have to bring a 20% turn meter. Otherwise we'd have no hope of getting out ahead. I think I have a droid one that would be kind of helpful here. A breach one? Target lock. Blind. Target lock. Well, we need this one, the 20%. But see, here's the problem. The droid part of this we don't need. I need this target lock one to deal with that Qui-Gon that I think's out there in the back. So I still need this. We don't want to be defensively oriented, that's for sure. What about offense? Let's sort offense. Defeats an enemy, take a bonus turn, 9% offense. This will do. Okay, so we get stack, we get defense down from Stark. Disadvantages is that if Gideon rips us, we probably have a serious issue. Here we go, though. Best chance we're going to get, I think. Okay. So we're out ahead of Gideon, but only just for a moment. Okay, so there it is. He's going to do the turn meter rip very next. We already have the 50% offense debuff on us, so we are already in the heart of the storm. We're going to have to hope that we mash through. Because if we don't do this here in the next couple of turns, that's it. This is ideal. This is really very good. Basic. Wow. Looky there. Okay. Okay, maybe an assist from somebody. There we go. All right, Piet. Finish the job over here. We're back up with our offense. Lord Vader's got, I think, a middle coming in on us. Basic. Yes, please, this. Okay, basic. Come on. Come on. I need us to cycle around again, though, bros. Cycle around now. There it is. There it is. All right, 34. So what was that? 2 on the first go, was it? No, it was 4 remaining. So 1 plus 34. 35. So 1 plus 0 plus. Yeah, that makes more sense. That's how the math works. Okay. Veers, Dark, Piet, Stark range. Okay. Still have Geo's Gideon for something. Yeah, Dark showed up. Dark showed up today. Okay. So we don't have to slacker the remainder of that Malgus team up top, right? I think there's probably something that we can even do to get rid of that. The turn meter is probably in a very gross state here. It'd be nice to see if we can draw something. But then what are we looking at? What are we actually looking at dealing with? You have like Newt Django. Turn meter manipulation. What is that? It's from one of his uniques. Yeah, so that's it. So that's not active. So these guys can be manipulated with turn meter. That will be how we do this then. That will be how we get through this team eventually. So we need not worry about it. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is how do we get through these last couple teams on bottom. So we do have Slacker at our disposal. My guess... So I think we have to do C here, Slacker here, yeah? And it's going to have to be a fairly full Slacker team of some kind. Because now we're going to be contending with the unique being active and everything. So this one we can do... This part is actually kind of bad. So we're going to need to use Watt, but the crap part of this is that I'm going to need to use Tank Tech to make sure that I don't get washed out of reality by Mace. And I could still get crushed anyway, because the damage might be very, very high. Come to think of it, do we benefit now? Since we withdrew... Do we want to just go in and have them blow cooldowns? I think that's probably good. Because again, the goal would just be to clear. So if we can get this guy's stuff to use their cooldowns off the rip. So what are we looking for? His third cooldown being down would be the ideal. So if we send in with one character, I think his third is down off the rip. Right? I think just one character might get us that. Let's experiment with that. C for JMK and Slacker for Ray. Yeah, that is where we're going with it. I think we want to maximize our odds of success here. Let's send in Lobot. Let's see what happens. Lobot, do God's work. Show us the way. Illuminate the path. Yes. Yes. Thank you kindly. I do declare. Okay. All right. See why. Now, GBA is good. Respawning tank is generally good. Having GBA with Watt is good. Parting out Geos in this way can be costly if we need Geos later. We might need Geos later. So I wonder what we might otherwise take as tanks. We do have Gam. Gam is unused this round. Haha! This really is like days of old. We do have Gar, who is in fact tank modded, just for the corner case of being sometimes useful. Sometimes useful. And then a third tank would be probably very much called for. It would also have to be a Darksider. It could be Sunfac, but if we're taking something like Sunfac, you might as well take GBA. So where do we go? I think we don't mess around and we give ourselves the best chance of success. We'll take along our Geos. Gar is, in fact, a tank. Yes. For as rare of a use as you'll get out of him. It's true. Sunfac, Gam. So you have Wat Tambor, who can actually revive Separatists. So either Sunfac or GBA can potentially come back. This would be health that we want, most of all. 40% health. This is the one where our damage would stack and we gain some speed, so that's probably okay. The health steal doesn't hurt anybody. The crit damage is quite whatever. But the health is the main thing. Okay, so we've got them slowed down. We've got ourselves in a super strong position. The question is, do I really want to pull the trigger on using the Geos? Because if I need them to use with Droidica to clean something up... I'm sure we can figure something out. I'm sure we can be clever. All right, and away we go. Must not allow ourselves to be ability blocked, so we have to do tank tech here. Normally you would run armor and give Beskar and health tech, but cannot allow ourselves to be taken on the cheap. Okay, so he does the trade, kicks himself off, and away they go. Yep. We wish you well. Maybe before the end of the match you might get a turn. Who am I to say? This one gets locked and then, yeah, so that's the way it is. And you're under stealth, so that means I don't get the choice of my second link, you see. The R2 is a complicator. We will go ahead and summon back. Yeah, there's no point in trying to clear the stealth when we just had to use our chains. We will take advantage of Sith Eternal for the moment. Just charge up off of JMK, I guess. Yeah, this is bad, guys. I don't think this is probably going to pan out, because he can just focus whoever he wants now. Yeah, look at that, man. Our man is not going to pan out. Ah, what a shame. What a shame, what a shame. You're so healthy, but it won't save you from the fate that is to come. Yeah, look at that. There's the healing immunity. Right on schedule. Into that. Yeah. No, I think we're done here, man. Yeah. That's bad news, I'm afraid. Yeah, we have to withdraw here. Well, let's just make sure we get through top. I don't think it's worth even trying through bottom right now. I don't think so. For you, why don't we do Iden here? There is some cleansing action here, but I think we should be okay. I think Iden will work. Inquisitorius. Wrong one. Imperial Trooper. Alright. Storm, Death, Magma, Snow. Okay. Do we want Tank Revive? I mean, turn meter's probably good. We have the 100% turn meter off the rip, so got that going for us, which is nice. We wouldn't need this for that reason. Crit damage? How about we do a crit damage sword? Why didn't you take the click? There we go. Not you. You. This will do. Yeah, it is unfortunate, yep. But, you know, I mean, we were in trouble. We were in trouble because, I mean, the catastrophic failure here was the Starkiller fight. That was the catastrophic failure. We can't really recover the match from that. So, that happens. That happens. Let's see. Storm, Death. Alright, let's see what we can't do here. Hello there. So let's see here. We'll do this. It's not very nice. Okay. Chuck this. Okay, now you're open to me again. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. It's less fine. I gotta say, I don't prefer this outcome. You being stealthed is whatever to me, but I think this is actually gonna hit pretty hard. Let's do this. And our snowtrooper is jammed up, so that's the tough part here, where I'm trying to get through onto Finn, and we don't have the goods turn meter wise. Okay, there. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, now we get to death mark somebody. This isn't really the situation that I'm looking for. We can go ahead and basic this guy and stun him. He's already dazed. Probably not AoE. Welcoming ability block. Zoree's going to do a good job of staying under stealth, so we shouldn't wait for her to reveal herself. We should remove options, though, as much as possible. Yeah, so the cleanse is rough. Yeah, we definitely don't want to AoE there, that's for sure. Again, we're just going to basic, I guess. How about that turn, Iden? Yeah, Poe's doing his job, pulling turn meter back off of us, so there is that. Cleanse, at long last. Thank you. Yeah, that hurts. That really hurts. That's okay. We can do the sweep on this one. That's fine. Maybe stun you for the moment? I don't know. We'll have to see. You can cleanse. And you will, too. I believe it. Sweep here. Yeah, that's all fine. We are ramping. Not a quick affair by any means. Ah, you are revealed to me once more. Do we get a chance to actually go in hard on you? Yeah? Yeah? That's the one we were looking for. Took a little longer than I would have liked, but it'll do. It'll do. We can still win fights, yay! Holy crap, he's pretty brawny though. Yeah, the unique would still be active. That makes sense. Yeah. Alright. We rematching? Are you losing? Are you losing today? Are you gonna lose today? Because I think I'm gonna lose today, bro. The task was full clear, but then we're not probably gonna full clear. Thought you should know. To be determined. Yeah, no doubt. You're due to go live next hour, hour and a half, or you have been really cutting close to the line, man. Cutting real close to the line with that like hour and a half thing left. It gives me anxiety just knowing that, man. Okay, what are we doing here? So we know that there's a fear here. I think we want to go ahead and try and eat that. Is he going to fear a single target, or is he going to basic? We can send in 2 units to find out. But I do think we want to try and pull fear here. Ole! And lightning. Okay, so he is going to lead off with his lightning storm. So that means fear's coming back around sooner than later, too. So how is it that we should take advantage of this? Rebels here? Rebels? Rebels, I think, will get us through. So what do we want to do here? I mean, really, we want to kill Bastila. We do want to kill HK. I think Rebels are probably the right thing to do here. Yeah. Chupio. We'll be able to open up pretty damn hard. Choose a Scoundrel Cron. I got that one with the basics. Falls below. Basic on their first turn. That's the good one. Okay. Sage K does bad stuff. Bastila does bad stuff. There's bad stuff for everybody. But Bastila's bad stuff is worse. The good news is that lightning will come before fear, I think. So I still think we want to open up on Bastila. AoE fear from him is probably not good, though. Oh, you know, it might be a super slick idea to kill this. Now, we do have to kill Malik twice. That's true. Man, that's a bitch. That is a bitch. Yeah, I mean, is there any other cheaper way to get through this, though? Maybe GG? Maybe GG could do it? Maybe GG could do it? So, how does that look? How does that look? How goes the fight, Johnny B? Gruesome, one might say. Gruesome. Perhaps Night Sisters. Use full slacker first order. What about Night Sisters, then? We don't need tank revive. A set 5. A set 5 turn meter would be the thing. Potency. This is valuable. Yeah, we wouldn't use this cron for a lot of other things. This could be useful to us. What about Night Sisters for this? Relatively inexpensive, leaving us a bunch of things to sweat out Ray. I might be cool with what the results of this look like. Now, the thing is, we might want to bring Talia instead of Spirit. We would be able to do some cleanse stuff. It would help with our stack. So we wouldn't be able to have the active Kron, though, because she's still gear 12. I guess that's a reason to maybe move her up at some point. Okay, so we'll take Spirit here and hope for the best. I have my doubts. Because once that shot goes out, don't we have a real serious issue? Okay. Okay. I feel you. I see what you're about. I don't appreciate you. Yeah, that's all gonna be what it is. We just want to do damage to apply plague with specials. People who are going to be shocked and destroyed, chapter 1, so that doesn't really matter. Hello, welcome back. Fear is a thing. I mean, I'd rather go after you for the moment. You look relatively juicy and fragile, full of delicious meat. Okay. Everybody got shocked. No need to do that heal. Tenacity down. Quite nice. Quite nice. Okay. I see that. I do. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. How we doing? How we doing? Still feared, still feared. Okay. I'm gonna be screwed till the end of time. Do. Can't really do the mass assist thing. Let's come on back, old girl. Yeah. Basic over there. Okay. Very nice. He's a very nice. Yes, 10 down if you would kindly. And stun. Why, hello there. Okay. Okay. That's not good. Yeah. Not supposed to do that. Keep 10 down, rolling. Keep it moving. Nice job not critting, actually. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, this is the big one. See if we can't stick a whole bunch onto him. Into a big hit. And there's his revive. Okay, so we've got plenty of time here to work down that second life. Okay. Okay. Basic for the stun, no stun. Stun should have been what we got. Night Sister season approaching. Feel it. Feel it. I do feel it. We'll save this stun for the moment. There may yet be a chance to make use of that somewhere else. Yes. Here's a good one. That's a good red. Okay, this one. Into this one. Into this one. Top off the zombie. Into basic. Into basic. Into swipe. Alright, 29. So what was that? That was 4. Right? It was 4 killed there. So... Oh yeah, that was Iden. Iden, Storm, Death, Magma, and Range for 65 against that Zorii team, so that was nice. This one, the Malgus, I never ended up commenting that one. So, let's see. Malgus, I mean, 1 drop, managed to kill Malgus fairly easily, but then we were endlessly fear looped, yeah, fear looped, TM pushed back, etc. Alright, and then we cleaned it up with Night Sister. So, that is Talzin, Dakas. Wow, have I not typed this in a while. And actually, Spirit worked out very well for us there, right? I want to say it was 29, right? So it was 1 plus 29, something like that. Yeah. All right. Just barely, still counts. If for whatever reason we are able to clear, I still think we got it because he can't clear fleet. But boy, do we have a tough situation. I think we're actually. So we would basically have to pick apart this Ray team somehow. I don't really see how. Because the problem here is this guy. So, and the other problem is because IPD is dead now, the unique is active, and we actually have to engage him before dealing with Ray. So the thing is, we could use Slacker there, but then we truly have nothing left to deal with JMK. We could maybe try and do, Slacker versus JMK and see what comes of it. Limited expectations of success, to be perfectly honest. Another 2 years of unintentional Night Sister interactions. I believe you, man. Night Sister's being useful, confirmed. Indeed, Modmaster Excellence, indeed. So, as far as this goes, I mean, we do still have a couple power teams, but realistically, I don't see how this pans out, man, because we are going to have some problems. She's gonna, if we open up and just try and pound through him, what's gonna happen? Well, the first thing is if we manage to kill him and then we could turn and burn her, we could let the fight time out. But man, that would be like the best case scenario. So what? Open up in here with CLS and hope for the best. You think? I think CLS is probably the best chance of trying to penetrate that. It's by far the best burst damage option that I believe we have. Otherwise, it would be some kind of slow burn with Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma can do things against a solo ray, but with cast members on board, doubt it. Doubt it, doubt it, doubt it. Doubt it, doubt it, doubt it. Why not Slacker the Ray? Well, I mean, Slacker is the only chance. Slacker is the only chance we might have of killing something on JMK's team and maybe being able to try and chop that apart. I don't know. But if there is a chance in hell of getting through it, it would be with Slacker, right? So it's like, this is for all the marbles, right? If we can't clear this, then our opponent's got us pretty good. So we need which is the one? Uses a basic on their turn. So we don't have a lot of offensive stats on this one. That is not to our advantage. Yeah. This is going to be nasty. I mean, he's under protection, right? He's going to be protected by Zorii. So it's not like we could poo-poo him straight out the gate anyhow. He's going to get coverage. 98 and 59, or 91 and 59. And 59. So in fact, RJT might actually get it. Interesting. Let's see how it goes. We're already out way in the weeds. And if we fail here on these squads and we can't clear, we'll go up and handle fleets and send you guys on out the door. Fatal, I don't know if you're looking to start sooner than later, but it might be an option. Okay, so you are the VIP, which is, no bueno. How do we proceed? If we basic here, he hides. So what if we basic here, go over there? But he has to be dead. He has to be dead for her to die. Right? Yeah. So do we basic here on her and then do the middle on him? Because the middle's a bigger hit. Let's try it that way. Let's see what happens. Okay, so you're like super low and shit. Okay. You get to intercede, which is some horse shit. I don't like you for that. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, fucking dodge me. I guess, yeah. Push your turn meter back or evade. Evade means... probably means something. Probably means more than this. She is just going to kick the shit out of me right here, man. This is bad. She's actually, because we haven't punched anyone below, she isn't going to whirlwind us, so I guess that's kind of nice. Shoot RJT? No, I don't think so. Hit you. Welp. Yeah. Yeah, that meets that fits under the meets expectations category. Yeah, man, we can't do anything there because pulling him out's very difficult. Yeah, let's withdraw. Yeah, Zorii with Ray can be very, very painful. There's no disputing this. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, the JMK thing's unfortunate. But we did learn. We wanted to inspect the speed on this guy, because I expect that was... Yeah, 287. So this isn't even that fast of an R2. The threat is just that if he gets a turn, he's going to put everybody under stealth, and then you've got a problem going after Cat. So, yeah, we can definitely clean this up with Slacker, and then we're just beaten here. Yeah, I don't think there's a way through both. So, we can take the money and run here with Slacker. First order. What do we take here? I guess we would want to run with just single tank. So, in that case, we'll take Faust, added assist chance, grab our Kron. Retribution, and we'll mosey on through this one. If we did that, what would happen? It probably would take the quick all. Yeah, no, I don't think it would work at all. Yeah, I don't think Slacker would actually help me at all versus JMK here. So, anyway, let's move it. Yeah, man, that is tough. That is tough. All right. Instant defeat immunity. Okay, persons who need to die. Chapter 1. Hello there. Now, so offense up was granted. Now, that was cool. That was pretty funny. So the whole team got laid out by the one hit from him. I don't think the stats were so extreme, but he had offense up. What's granting him offense up? I think maybe the offense up came from using his abilities. So did he do that hit without offense up? Yeah, Ben is brutal. Ben is absolutely brutal. There can be no doubts. But what the hell happened right there? He didn't have the offense up beforehand, did he? Because if so, then it kind of makes sense. If not, that is super duper impressive. I wonder what that offense is. Again, this is a guy who's got a ton of crons too. That's very good. Let's see what we can't make happen. Yeah, we've got the pain of the blind. Instant defeat immunity is a thing. I respect that. Can't really chunk you down. I guess we can go ahead and... Yeah, well, or we can just get stunned to shit. Yeah, that is a completely valid option. Okay. Hi. Doink. Okay. So the Swallow's out, so maybe a way to get through this? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, a couple dodges along the way and kapow. So that's all she wrote there. The good news is that Swallow's gone. The bad news is... I don't know. Oh, wait. Let's check that Kron. That was funny. That was actually very funny. Yeah. So that's why. Yeah, 50%. So what is the effect that gave him the offense up, though? Was that after the move? Family Legacy's the one. Gains 10% offense. Well, that's fine. But where did the offense up come from? And did he have that beforehand? I'm going to have to ask Fatal again how he does that thing where he pulls up the stream that he's currently on to view that. There's the gain offense up. So, to target enemy, blah, 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 blah. So did he, like, do the AoE and then the blind thing right after it to give himself the offense up? I don't know. Offense up from Ben having VIP and I hit Zorii. That's it. The VIP. And they gain offense up for 2 turns. So he would have had it. And then so 50% plus that. Very, very scary threat. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I dig that. That's a cool defense. There's a couple, I mean, this is pretty cool. And then yeah, that one was just unfortunate. Having Mando get fractured off the rip. Out of all of the possible options, I would have even preferred Fennec to have gotten ripped before that. But no, he fractured Maul, or he fractured Mando, and that was all that took. So, okay. Well, let's go up top and clear fleet. Offense up from Ben having VIP, and I hit Zorii, yeah. Lesson learned. All right. He cheesed fleet. This meets... Wow, yeah, that's exactly what I expected. So he cheesed fleet. Enemy fleet. Negotiator. Then you have Home 1 Raven. And then we have Malevolence. Okay, how do we want to handle these? So, probably... I think Finalizer for Home 1. Negotiator, we have Executrix, and we have Chimera. So Negotiator against Malevolence feels like it would be the best Negotiator. And then against his own Negotiator, so that's an it's a generally anti-Malevolence. It's also just a generically strong comp. It's one of the two generically strong openers. When one does Empire against this, I believe one takes Chimera. I'd have to go back a couple seasons to remember. How was I doing that? With Negotiator, where's a Negotiator fight? Oh, people weren't setting it much in the past. Okay. Go back another season. Malevolence. That's fun. All right, that's too far back. All right. Nah. You know what? I think I'll just Empire the Malevolence and then just Negotiator Mirror. That'll be the way we do it. And then I think it would be Executrix then against Mal. Okay, let's switch that up then. Let's see here. That's right. This is good. This is good. Let's see here. Have to be... Yeah, that's a pretty good stress. Let's think here. We're faster than all of these, so that none of that should matter. Cleanses a material. Alright, let's see if I remember how this fight goes. If you're still watching Fatal, when are you planning on starting up today? I'll raid in you if it's soon. Why, hello there. No dodges there. What a shame. I mean, you feel like 5s would be the right call, right? Because you don't have anything super hot to dispel here. On the other hand, you do have buff immunity on Y-Wing, which is probably not your preferred situation. Then again, if we've called it in now, we're ahead of the AoE, so let's see if I can get this right. Misa like this. Okay. All good. Oh, wow. That's kind of nice. We didn't have her debuffed, so... Well, now she's about to hook herself up with that, right? Yeah, there you go with all that. All right, just as good a time as any to have this go up. She does have the taunt off, so we can just ignore that retribution. Okay. Hey, nice dodge there from TFP. That was opportune. Okay. The sweep is okay. Where are we at with this? So we'd have to do this, then we could kill you. Yeah. Call Implo. Buff immunities on deck. Pull up turn meter or nah? Pull up turn meter or nah? I think taunt's coming for you, is it not? Let's do the pull. Yeah, okay. Well, we gambled and we gambled wrong, but see, our taunt would have been instantly dispelled there anyway, so we'll call it strategy. Okay. Good. There's a dodge. Hello there. TFP is just doing God's own work today. Dig it. Okay. Who's missing? Nobody missing. Here, get a crit immunity while you're in the neighborhood, friend. Yeah. Okay. If they got another ship out, I wanted to bombs on 2 ships instead of just 1. But yeah, 70 will do. Right. Alright, next one. Finalizer. Yeah. This one can go weird on you if you're not careful, as I recall. Oh man, Empire would be really powerful against it, but Finalizer's just not good against Malevolence, so we wouldn't want that. Could do Holdo against Malevolence, that might be fun. I've done that before. Distant memory. Probably lose. Okay. Well, first of all, let's do first order. Alright, what do we need here in terms of... I think we want to do it like that so that we can do... yeah, the double call and try and just cold cock somebody. Move the fight from there. You can still lose someone, that's for damn sure. No need to save Ebonhawk for use elsewhere. So we'll use it here. And away we go. Man, that offense up detail on Zorii. Never would have remembered that. We'll remember now. Okay, so Operation Poo Poo, the damage ship, is in full swing. Into basic, into call. Goodbye, old friend. Okay. Now you guys dick on him. Live! Survive! Survive! Kai? Yes, we'll call you out. Do a quick reset here on Kylo, and then maybe kapow you too? No, not quite. Close. Close. Okay, I see you. Rat bastard. None of that, please. Okay, we have to kill you the old-fashioned way, I'm afraid. Oh, makes no difference to me then. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. Pump out to the friends. Well, hello there. That's a good one. There's a good one. Night-night. So indeed, additional cast members not required. Just 4 ships can get that one done. Of course, if for any reason the Raven decides to dodge you, it could be a very different fight. Okay. Executrix, I think, is the name of the game for this one. This feels bad because I use Malevolence to counter Empire. Think about how the fight goes then. How's that going to go? So they have Spy out front. Spy's designed to blow up the tie in this situation. What if we do Holdo here and just see how it goes? I don't think we've attempted this. Yeah, I mean, I want to believe. I want to believe. Let's see if it works our way. Rebel, and then we'll grab you. Double check you, old friend. Okay. Let's see if this works. I think it'll fare better. I think it'll fare pretty well. Okay, if we do this right now, well, what's the consequence? Sweep, sweep, sweep. Let's just do this first. See if we can't get a big hit for our trouble. We don't want to do this yet. Can we target the spy? If we target the spy before the right move, then we lose. This is the move you're looking for. Well, first you have to do this because you're buffed, so no choice in the matter. So we'll all be stuck on him for the moment. All right. We dodge that. The first wave is quite nice. See if we can't stick that. All right, we didn't get stick a daze on Spy. It would have been our preference. Okay. Yeah. I see you doing that. All right, Ray, step on up. Don't be shy. Twirly bird. Kai. None of this is good. None of that is good. Okay, please don't. Oh, well, you know, I mean, you don't have to listen to me. I'm not your real dad. We are blinded, but we have to use the special for the sake of advancing the contract. Ooh. Man, I don't even know that he got that second turn. That was a boo-boo. Boy, we're a month of Sundays from that, man. They tore right through us. And we have the ability block, so we can't even sweep. Ability block comes from who? Spy doesn't. What is ability block on their team? Anyway, we'll do this sweep. Yeah. Well, what about it? What about the magic of dodge? Huh? Okay. This could be a killing blow, and then the capital goes? Capital goes, gives me a turn? No, we die here. Okay. So we save for Empire to clean it. All right. Well, I haven't tried that in a long time, and I'm glad I know for sure that it still lags behind. Also, that isn't the standard Malevolence comp, so... But this was ideal for fighting that. Because Vulture came out, we should have been able to, cleanse right after... not right after. The problem is that ship moves fast. We didn't even kill any of the vultures, though, so it's not like we fed it a bunch of turn meter. Raddus. And let's comment it up. 1 drop. After Vulture entered the fight, enemy turn meter was higher on all fighters, so 3 of my ships died before taking their next turn, leaving only Ray, who did not survive until the next reinforcement. So, okay. All right, let's do this. We learn. I think that was a 1+, something like that. Okay, Empire. Invader's okay, yeah. Vader's important. You and you, I suppose, would be great. You? Who else, if any? Sure, yeah, you could bring in Palp, but I don't think Palp's gonna fix what's needed here. I think this is probably enough. But if I wanted to be extra safe, I don't think I want to bring the other members of the Empire fleet. If we had to 3-shot this for any reason, which I don't expect, but if we did, bring Reaper then. We'll make this work. I feel it. Okay. Okay. Meets expectations. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, hello there. It's true. We knew about you. How are you? Yeah, just a basic since you're gonna miss. And we'll do this. We can get another foresight out. That helps. Yeah, come on now, team. I believe in you. Damn it. Wow, that is what's real right there. Dodge the unbelievable shit out of me. Alright, there we go, friend. Okay. I mean, we certainly won't have to worry about wiping out here, but geez. Okay, that's a good one. You're the legit, so let's call you out. Almost there. Stay on target. Stay on target. There it is. 41. Alright, so we clear fleet zone, but in the end, we weren't able to clear bottom front. I mean, in fairness, Badhobby completely changed his board from week 1. We had a plan where we had the resources to take this on. We had a couple blunders. But, yeah, I mean, that's it. So, 960 to 1450. Neither of us get the clear, but our opponent does carry the day. I think we'll just leave it there and call it what it is. So, drop that in. 960 to 1450. Damn shame, too, because I had that Ray, but then I don't know if things... because neither C nor JML worked out against that JMK, so that's not good. That's not good at all. Got to think about that one. All right, let's go ahead and get you guys ready. Hey, thanks, I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, Sweens. It's been a long haul here. Let's get ready here and see who's streaming. Star Wars Galaxy. Who's on? Who's on? Ba, 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 da, da. Okay. I see you, Fatal. Fatal's on. All right, let's go ahead and send you guys on out to see Fatal here. Quick plug for everything before we go. Here is the YouTube. If you want to catch previous episodes of the show, I add chapters so you don't have to watch a 4-hour stream. Let's see. Sure, yeah, feel free to review the film Dagger. There's lessons to be. I mean, I know I bungled the Rey fight, but that's okay. I can live with that. I think, yeah, I can live with that. All right, let's see here. So, yeah, we have Discord if you want to keep up with my antics and when I'm going to go live. If you want to just be in touch, that's the place to do it. My Patreon, which we now shamelessly plug. Check out patreon.com/Tacitix. I am just about to fall out of the top 50, but I've been as high as top 3. And I've gotten there through a combination of hard-earned experience, picking the minds of my betters, and so on and so forth. Very happy to share what I've learned with my supporters. Really appreciate all you out here that support the community. let's go to... Oh, I do want to mention something. If you like that OmegaBot report at the beginning of the stream, I have a partnership with OmegaBot where you can subscribe to my Patreon and also get Patreon level access to OmegaBot. So, two birds, one stone. Check it out. All right, we do have to thank the patrons themselves that enable me to keep up as much as I do with my opponents. Let's grab the couple people who aren't on the slide first. Shout out to Darth QPPMG, Ray's Malbus, JJ's Productions Twitch. Appreciate you guys so much here at VIP Access, along with White Wolf, Sam Vines, Jobin4527, Sweens14, Lego Calrissian 2187, Deadpool Cow 28, Johnny Batawa, Sir Boss, and Trevor Boy Gaming. Eric Rose and Absolution, thanks so much for all your support here in the past. And Ryan bumped up to VIP access level to take advantage of that bundle, so appreciate you. Did I miss a chime or something? Oh man, we got a whole bunch of action here in the chat that I missed. Resitus Moya followed me 2 hours ago. Sorry I missed that, friend, but appreciate you. All right, and special thanks, as always, out to Yoda Force here in Maul Vanguard. Appreciate all the past support, man. To Mrs. T, my darling wife, thank you for your tolerance as I spend hours trying to be somewhat decent at this phone game. To Dagger, right-hand man, admin on my server, generous supporter of the streamer in his own right, and my greatest troll. We love you, fuck you, see you around. Nomad's Reaper, a man who really needs no introduction, but... by far, just the most generous, awesome supporter we have. Pops in, drops dozens of subs and thousands of biddies. Really appreciate it all. Thank you so much, man, for the extraordinary support. All right, let's move back on over to the main scene and get you guys raided on out the door. Where's the button? Where is the button? There it is. Raid channel. Playbook. Start raid. Okay, and I'll send you guys out here in just a few seconds. But yeah, we'll be back here on Friday night between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern for round 3. Wait a minute. What day? No, yeah, it is round 3. That is right. So we'll be back here between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern for round 3 on Sunday night. Until then, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.